Hi there, friends. I'm meteorologist Jeff Hanowich. It is 10 o'clock here on this Wednesday evening. Time for another Appcast. We're looking ahead to Thursday and Friday with this one. We're going to spend a lot of time talking about what is headed our way here over about the next 48 hours or so. Right now, things are quiet, but it's not going to stay quiet for long. So today started off and we saw sunshine. We saw a lot of sunshine for about the first half of the day. Then we saw about 4 to 5 hours worth of cloud cover. And then those clouds started to break up around sunset and we started to see more sunshine to end the day today. Wait a second. Does that sound familiar? Same thing happened yesterday. They were almost carbon copies of one another. There was one little difference between today and yesterday. Let's take a look at the local view. And you'll notice that there may have been a couple of little showers earlier this afternoon in Grayson County and then earlier this evening out across parts of Halifax County. So really areas south of South Boston, areas say and around Virgilina, saw a couple of showers here throughout the course of the evening, roughly between about 7:40 and about 9:30. But you'll notice south, that's where we have some additional cloud cover. But most of us right now further north are just seeing fair skies. So certainly the cloud cover that we had earlier this afternoon has for the most part gone away, but it comes right back into play for us here over about the next 12 to 18 hours. Want to show you the regional view. And again, we have been on the northern periphery, the northern edge of this system to the south, producing quite a bit more rain towards the Carolinas. We've been, again, on the northern tip, and that's where we've seen a couple of showers, say, towards Halifax County over the last couple of hours or so. I've also seen some showers northbound, but this little piece of energy is going to be pushing out to sea within about the next 3 to 4 hours or so. What's not pushing out to sea anytime soon will be another low pressure system coming at us from the west. This one is going to be a player in our weather as we head later Thursday, especially Thursday night into Friday. So let's time it all out for you. You need to know tonight is pretty quiet, okay? Tomorrow, 3/4 of the day, pretty quiet. As a matter of fact, we start off tomorrow with some sunshine. However, as we head into the afternoon, we're going to start to see those clouds rolling back in. As soon as about 1, 2 o'clock, we may have a stray shower or two around, but there's a better chance for at least some isolated showers as we get closer to dinner time. The zone that has the best chance for rain tomorrow before the sun goes down is the New River Valley. Okay, so the NRV has the best chance to see some spotty to scattered showers here later tomorrow afternoon. But look what happens as we head into tomorrow night. The rain starts to become a little more widespread, such that by around midnight, scattered showers are going to be the name of the game everywhere. By your morning commute on Friday, it is very, very wet. Okay, rain is likely for us at 7, 8 a.m. on Friday. However, we may get a little lull in the activity a little bit closer to lunchtime. Okay, notice that the coverage area of the rain is smaller. We're not going to be completely dry at lunchtime on Friday. No, no, no. But the coverage area is a little smaller. We're not done yet. Look what happens as we head later into the afternoon, into the evening. More scattered showers and thunderstorms develop. And I think if we are to have any stronger thunderstorms on Friday, it would come with this second batch. Okay. So Friday in the morning is very, very wet. You may even hear a couple rumbles of thunder. It's possible. But that secondary batch moving in later in the afternoon into the evening, that one may have a little more instability to work with. That one may have the chance for a couple of stronger thunderstorms and, of course, some heavier downpours as well. So let's talk about rainfall forecast totals here from tomorrow through Friday night, if not Saturday morning. You need to know that we are going to get a lot of rain around here. We are looking at anywhere from about roughly 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain. Okay, 1 inch to 2.5 inches of rain on the way. There will be isolated spots that you see in yellow and or orange that potentially see 3+ inches of rain. Okay, so we are looking at some bouts of heavy rain Thursday night into Friday. Most of us 1 to 2.5 inches of rain, but there will be isolated spots, perhaps along, say, the southern Blue Ridge, that perhaps see in upwards of 3 inches of rain. We may have to watch for the potential for those creeks, streams, and rivers to rise as we head late Friday into Friday night, okay? With this much rain headed our way, our waterways may start to swell just a little bit, okay? You need to know that we should get a break on Saturday for the most part, but what this could do is set the stage for maybe a slightly higher chance for some flooding when that secondary batch of energy pushes in later Sunday into Sunday night. So we've talked about Thursday night and Friday. It's going to rain, and it's going to rain a lot, okay? But we're not done. I think that on Saturday, most of the day is dry, okay? May have a couple of leftover showers very early on Saturday, but they won't last long. Saturday will then see increasing sunshine. We're not done, though, as I told you. We have another low-pressure system coming at us from the southwest, and that one looks to impact us here as we head Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. So one more round of showers and thunderstorms comes into play for us during the second half of the weekend. Okay, Sunday may start dry, but it ends wet with some showers and potentially some thunderstorms around. When this secondary low pressure system gets out of here, we should start to dry things out as we head into early next week, but it is going to be windy out there for us on Monday and Tuesday. And if you're saying to yourself, oh, here we go again, Hanowich, all it has ever done is rain almost every weekend here in 2023, you would be wrong. You're not wrong if you're saying, man, it seems to rain either every Saturday or Sunday. Listen to this. We did some statistical research, and Fridays through Sundays have accounted for 71% of the 2023 rainfall so far. I'm going to repeat that again. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays since 2023 began have accounted for more than 70% of the 2023 rain so far. The last time we had a 3-day span of dry weather going from Friday through Sunday, you have to go all the way back into early February. The last time we enjoyed a fully dry weekend, meaning just Saturday and Sunday, you have to go back to early April, okay? I don't think we're going to make it through this weekend dry. I think Saturday may start with a couple of showers here or there. Most of Saturday, though, is looking pretty good. Saturday doesn't look to be a bad day to be outside, honestly. But we are going to have that secondary storm system pushing in Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, bringing us another round of showers and thunderstorms. So looks like we're going to have yet another weekend where we're going to have some rain headed our way. This one, as we break down each day for you, when we talk about rain in 2023 so far, 60% of our rain has come on Friday or Sunday, okay? So, again, Fridays, Sundays have been quite wet. They've accounted for, again, 60% of the rain that we have seen here in 2023. But hey, you want to know some good news? Guess which days have been the most pretty or the prettiest? Great, right? Mondays and Tuesdays, only accounting for 7% of the rain that we have seen so far in 2023. So most Fridays and Sundays have been fairly wet for us. But hey, we always have those Mondays and Tuesdays, right, where we see more sunshine and dry things out. All right, friends, let's talk more about the rain headed our way here for the next about 4 to 5 days. And you need to know that the rain is not all bad, okay? We need the rain around here. Frankly, we need the rain pretty badly because areas that are along and east of I-81 or along and east of the Parkway are either abnormally dry in yellow or in a moderate drought in this brown color, okay? So you're in a moderate drought already into portions of Nelson, Amherst, and Appomattox counties. So fact of the matter is this, we need the rain. Some rain is coming. We just hope that too much doesn't fall too fast, okay? Now, as far as the pollen forecast is concerned, this is another thing of good news with the rain headed our way. The pollen levels are sky high. They're going to stay very high for us tomorrow, okay? However, when we get that almost all-day rain on Friday, the pollen levels are going way down, okay? So the pollen levels decrease big time on Friday. But guess what happens when we dry out on Saturday? The pollen levels start to increase again. Guess what happens on Sunday when the rain chances again go up? When we start to see more showers and thunderstorms Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening, the pollen levels start to drop again. Okay, so really we need the rain around here. That's good that some's headed our way. And two, if you're an allergy sufferer, you may get a little bit of relief on Friday and Sunday because the rain may actually act to wipe away or wash away some of the pollen in the air. But you need to know again, lots of rain headed our way soon. All right, so let's talk about the beginning of May. All right, let's look into our crystal ball. Obviously, we're going to end April on a very wet note, okay? But what's the beginning part of May looking like? it looks like we're going to have temperatures cooler than average to start the month of May, okay? However, it looks like we're also going to be drier than average as we start out the month of May. So it looks like we're going to end the month of April on a wet and cool note. Looks like we'll start the month of May on a cool and drier note. Keep in mind, May 1st, I believe, is Monday. Is that right, Allie? What, May 1st is Monday? Yes, good. May 1st is Monday. I actually looked at the calendar before I got out here, and I was like, I want to make sure I'm right. So we start off May 1st, next Monday, with a pretty nice day. Okay, so we're going to get the rain out of here as we close out April, and then as we begin May, we're going to turn drier with a little more sunshine. But again, even May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, we're still going to be on the cooler side. As we look ahead into, say, May 5th, 6th, 7th, that's when we're going to start to see temperatures starting to go back up again. Temperatures right now on the cool side, 51 in Lynchburg, 58 Danville, 55 Martinsville, 57 in Roanoke. You're in the 40s already in Wytheville, Hillsville, and Galax. Eventually, overnight lows tonight will fall between about 40 and 47. Overall tonight, we're partly cloudy. We are cool. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we're starting out the day dry with some sun. However, by the afternoon, we're going to cloud things up, and late in the day, we're going to start to see at least some spotty showers, especially into the New River Valley. Highs tomorrow in the 60s and lower 70s. Keep in mind, the average high at this time of year is 73. May get slightly above that on Saturday. Otherwise, every day for the next 7 days going to be at or below average. Okay. We're down to 63 Friday, bumping up to 74 Saturday, 71 Sunday. Then we fall into the mid to upper 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So again, we are going to turn warmer this weekend, briefly, only to turn cooler again as we head into the early to middle part of the next work week. We will have that good chance for rain late Thursday, especially Thursday night into Friday. Most of Saturday is dry. Rain chances come back into play for us Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Then early next week and in the middle of next week, we will dry out and start to see a little more sunshine. It is 10:12, and joining me is my good friend Allie. Allie, are there any questions I can answer tonight, my friend? I don't think Sunday's a complete washout. I think Sunday actually starts out dry for a little bit, but really from lunchtime on Sunday, that's when I'm expecting the best chance for rain. So is Sunday a washout? No. Will it rain on Sunday? Yes, but it's not going to rain all day. Afternoon and evening hours of Sunday look to be the wettest for us. Friday, it's close. You know, to me, a washout is defined as it raining from sunrise to sunset nonstop. And Friday's going to be close to that. I think Friday starts out incredibly wet. We may get a little break midday for a couple of hours, only to have more showers and thunderstorms moving in later in the afternoon. So most of Friday is wet. Potentially not all of Friday will be wet. Anything else, Allie? Good question. When is it going to get warm again and stay warm? The answer to that is I think you have to look into the early to middle part of May. I would say, you know, we're probably going to start to see a warmer regime start to push in by around Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, May 6th, somewhere in there. And then once that warmer air gets in here, you know, I think it's probably going to stay for the most part. You know, in May, you have some temperature swings. For the most part in May, you're pretty warm, but there will be probably some cooler days mixing in as well. But will there be a span of 2 weeks where temperatures are going to be pretty cool? Beginning May 5th, May 6th, I don't think so. You may have a couple of days scattered in there that might be cool. But for the most part, as we head beyond about May 5th, 6th, or 7th, I think we're going to start to turn pretty warm again and pretty humid too. Anything else, Allie? Perfect. Current time is 10:14. We'll be back here in about 45 minutes from now with our 11 o'clock newscast. But if we don't see you for the newscast, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. A couple of things before we go. For one, we'll be doing another Appcast every Monday at 10 p.m. and every Friday at 10 p.m. We do one every Monday at 10 p.m. to help you schedule out your week ahead. We do one every Friday at 10 p.m. to help you schedule out your weekend that is coming. Obviously, we also do these Appcasts as needed during the week. It's Wednesday. We did one tonight at 10 p.m. on Wednesday to make sure you are aware of what is headed our way here late tomorrow, especially Thursday night into Friday. It's going to rain, and it's going to rain a lot. So we also do them as needed throughout the week and occasionally even on the weekends. Where can you find these Appcasts? You can find these Appcasts 5 different ways. We do them on YouTube, we do them on Roku, we do them on Facebook Live, and we also do them on the news and the weather apps. So there are plenty of ways for you to be able to watch these Appcasts that we do here at your local weather authority. All right, friends, 10:15. We'll see you back here again tomorrow night for another Appcast at 10 p.m. In the meantime, have a great night and a great day tomorrow.